for Toronto. Lowry and DeRozan go to the backcourt. And at the 5, the 5th overall pick in the 2011 draft, a fleet-footed 6'11" big man out of Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Johnson in at the 4-man position. And then for the Sacramento Kings, the guards, Vasquez and McLemore. And the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Mbah Moute, and it's Thompson in at the power forward position. Here is Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. And DeRozan. Here we go. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Shots good by McLemore.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going.
Now here's DeRozan. Right side Lowry. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
That is good. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one. On defense, Sacramento. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Rudy Gay is clearly a player with star potential, guys. He's got size, skill, elite athleticism. He's in his 8th season now, and he's looking to put it all together and make his first All-Star team.
Now here's McLemore. The feed to Vasquez. Clock at 6. Shoots from the high post, and that's collected by Gay. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And for Rudy Gay, a score, a terrific rebound. He can do it all.
I think for him, it's the little things that will put him over the top. Just better shot selection, you know, better focus defensively, but there's no doubt about it. He's one of the most talented players in the NBA, and that's why Toronto made the trade for him last year.
17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Vasquez kicks to Cousins. Tries from 7. He got it up. The shot, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done 2 things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low. A lot was made about the Kings in their home last year, but it wasn't about how well are they playing at home. It was about where is their home going to be next season. The Kings are staying in Sacramento, but they played like it might be their last hurrah.
That's good. Hansbrough's got his first bucket of the night.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now, here's Thomas. He kicks it to Selmans. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's blocked by Hansbrough. Lowry kicks to Gay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gay's got his second basket of the game.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And you go back to the Kings at home last year, 20-21 record, and it was easy to see just how much tougher a team they were in this building. You know, Steve, they really looked like a team that could compete with anyone at any time.
Well, this community really rallied behind the franchise, and there was a lot of worry that maybe this was the farewell tour for the Kings fans and the players. And they played their hearts out last year. You got to give them a lot of credit for really fighting, particularly down the stretch when things were grim.
And the Raptors with some changes. Andrew Fields checking in for Gay. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Augustine with it. He dishes it to Hansbrough. He passes it to Augustine. He feeds it to Ross. Toronto working the ball around now. A three-pointer, no good. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
So often teams that are near the bottom of the East tend to get drummed by the Western Conference teams, and that was the story last season for the Raptors. Had some close games and even a few upsets, but out west they didn't fare very well.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay and Kyle Lowry came into the league together as rookies with the Memphis Grizzlies and played 2.5 years together before Lowry was traded to Houston. Now they're reunited on the Raptors. Lowry said, having Rudy coming in, it's really my brother. We hang out together. We do everything pretty much together. He's also excited about what Rudy brings to the team, saying he can create his own shot, a high flyer. He's a big shot guy. He's going to be an all-star. And guys, with Lowry setting the table, he can help make that a reality.
That friendship, such a great foundation for their success. Thanks, Doris. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, picking up that talk again on the Raptors. Teams out west have so many great forwards to deal with that when you try and go up against them with the stretch four like the Raptors have had, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, particularly rebounding and defensively, Kevin. That's one of the reasons Toronto traded Bargnani to the Knicks in the offseason. They wanted to be a little better in terms of being physical, being more punishing with their post players, and having a better defensive presence.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Augustine. Hansbrough a screen on Thomas. DJ Augustine, and that's good. Augustine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Landry dishes to Hayes. With the shot. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Raptors lead by 4.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Live from 2K Sports, it's the Monday night edition of the Halftime Report. The Raptors taking care of business. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. Rudy Gay getting...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
And, you know, for the Kings, with the new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting time for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
Vasquez gets a screen from Cousins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s. Back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
And Vasquez drops them both.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
And here's DeRozan. That's good from Gay on the assist from DeRozan. That's 7 points for Rudy Gay.
Well, you got to be so careful with him defensively because he has the ability to get hot at a moment's notice. And if that happens at the wrong time, you're in some big trouble.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
Lowry passes to Gay. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise because they have the potential to do so.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, gentlemen. For the Sacramento Kings, a lot of rookies, and not just among the players. A new first-time majority owner, a new rookie GM, and Mike Malone, a first-time head coach. New blood taking over. But for all three, extensive experience in assisting roles, whether assistant coach, assistant GM, or minority ownership. So guys, despite being new to the lead roles, none of them lack for experience.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see how they do. Raptors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And he's good on the second.
There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in Sac.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Cousins with a screen on Lowry. And the pass to McLemore to halt the run. And there's the foul, and it's on Jason Thompson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Lowry is a feisty, quick, strong point guard, Kevin, and he's a very aggressive defender, gets a lot of steals, and then offensively, I love the way he's developed his long-range shot. That's something he couldn't do well when he first entered the league, but now he's a big-time three-point shooter.
And he's also a pretty good defender who really presses up and gets into people. He creates steals and forces turnovers, and that, to me, is part of what makes him special, utilizing that quickness and strength to disrupt things defensively.
The Kings trailed by 11. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Vasquez kicks to McLemore. The dish to Vasquez. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter. Raptors leading by 9. Outside Lowry. This is to DeRozan. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lowry kicks to Gay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Vasquez. Lowry covering. Vasquez dishes to McLemore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McLemore's got 5 now. And here's Gay outside. What a play. He simply trains it in at the buzzer.
They've got it to double digits as we get set for the final.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Now then you throw in the free throws on top of that, and this team really has it clicking.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Lowry setting the pick for DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Vasquez kicks to McLemore. And it's off from three-point range. Gay against Cousins. Back to Gay. Pass to Lowry. Blocked. And the Kings pushing it up now. Vasquez dishes to Cousins. And Mbamute kicks to Vasquez. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Mbamute. It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. DeRozan. No.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 14. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He rallied the troops saying, nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Raptors.
You know, it wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13-28 as the visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
Both free throws good from Cousins. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
You know, one of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home, and that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
And McLemore kicks to Mbamute. Pass to Landry. Just 5 on the clock. A step-back shot here, and the jumper is on the mark. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Raptors leading by 10. Here is Hansbrough. Back to DeRozan. Defended by McLemore. Pulls it from the elbow. And again, it's DeMar DeRozan.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Vasquez kicks to Landry. Cousins. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Lowry gets a screen from Hansbrough. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Now here's Vasquez. Lowry covering. Backing down is Cousins. Passes it to Vasquez. 6 on the shot clock.
That's his first personal foul. Second, shooting for Sacramento. Grievous Vasquez. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A new group in now for the Raptors. And Vasquez drops them both. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Ross. Now Augustine. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Not much to be critical.